So, today we're gonna talk about another rant. Um, a rant on what exactly? A rant on video games. A very public thing, a very common thing, and a very easy thing to acquire. Hello, welcome back to Tim Talks, a basic commentary YouTube channel where I do rants, where I just talk about rants, do anything, talk about anything I want, answer your questions, and talk about myself. Like I said, we're talking about video games today. But what kind of video games? Any. Any that I can think of. See if I'm smart enough to think of some off the top of my head. Well, let's start off with the one you're watching right now, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I grew up playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2 with friends, online friends, or in-person friends. Didn't matter to me. I'd get home from a long day of, middle school, come home to my dad's house, and I'd hop on. At the time, I had a 360, and the Xbox One was out, but, we still had our 360s. So, we'd all get home, and the way we'd add each other's, we'd write each other's names down on pieces of paper. We'd get home, and we'd say, add us, or add me when you get home. That's the way we did it. And that's the way I've seen a couple of younger kids even do it today, and that still kind of keeps a little spark in me alive, knowing that that's not over yet. Black Ops 2 holds a very Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3 not so much, but Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 hold a very special place in my heart. Black Ops 1, me and my friends never really played too much. We were more of a Black Ops 2 type of guy. We were all about grinding for camos and seeing how far we could get without dying and playing zombies, doing high rounds. We were those types of people. And we enjoyed it. We enjoyed staying up late, having to be quiet so we didn't wake our parents up. We enjoyed it. We loved it very much. Video games are a very popular thing for anyone. Young adults, to even older adults, to teenage kids, to young kids, to anyone. A wide variety. You can play them at any age, acquire them at pretty much any age you want. I started playing video games when I was about 4 to 5 years old. I hopped on my dad's Xbox, I think. Yeah, it was an Xbox. I don't remember which one. But I hopped on his Xbox. And sure enough, the first game I actually touched, believe it or not, was GTA 5. GTA 5 Online, that is. GTA 5 was also a really fun one. Since in middle school, we didn't really... our parents wouldn't really let us play GTA because we were too young and they thought it was too violent, which is understandable. It is a crime-induced video game. It has to do with criminal activities. But once we got older, a little older and a little farther into middle school, we ended up actually asking our parents, hey, can we play this game? And sure enough, it came around to a yes. So we were all excited, and, we already had each other at it at this time, so we'd get home and we'd get on, not know what to even do because, well, we didn't know about the businesses or the heists or anything. So we'd just kind of sit there and kill each other as much as we could. Video games, people play them for many different reasons. Some people play them because, well, they want to kind of escape reality for a couple of hours to a couple of minutes. I play them because I think they're fun. I play them to have fun with friends. But one thing I have noticed in video games, at least for me, I've noticed, and I've asked other people about this, but they also notice it. I want to see if any of you people do. Not the writing names down on paper. I already said that was still kind of alive. I've seen younger kids do it on TikTok and other social media platforms, but I've noticed that we kind of quit playing with our friends, right? At least I have. And again, I've asked a couple of other people this question, and they said the same thing. They said, yeah, my friends just kind of stopped inviting me to Xbox parties or calling me on Discord. They just kind of stopped doing that, and I don't know why. So why did we stop doing this? Well, to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know why we stopped doing this. I'd say for me, we kind of stopped talking and hanging out around, well, not hanging out, but talking online, playing video games together. I'd say for me that started at end of my sophomore year, beginning of my junior year. I'm currently a junior in high school, and the last time I played a video game with one of my friends is, man, oh, I'd have to say a solid over 5 months ago. I and even when I do play, we play for like 30 minutes to an hour. We don't play as long as we used to when we played Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1 or GTA. We when we played those games, we were on almost all night until the next day, and then we had to go to school all tired because we stayed up all night. But now it's you don't I don't think I really see it anymore, and it kind of sucks because I wish people would play more. I've kind of noticed that they don't really play and have fun together anymore. People just kind of play solo, whether that's they they solo queue in an online game or they play a solo player single player game. Um, and nothing wrong with single player, nothing wrong with solo queuing. But I would say that playing with friends in an online game is more fun. You get to laugh at funny kill cams or laugh at funny moments together and do goofy stuff and hang out and whatnot. But today I've kind of noticed, and other people have kind of noticed, that's kind of slowing down. And that's really the main thing I want to talk about is video games and why playing with friends is kind of dying. I guess I should have mentioned that at the beginning, but it's okay. We mention it now. Excuse me. I'd say it's kind of dying because we're getting older. We're getting older, and we're kind of losing interest in video games. I myself don't really play video games as much as I do, or as much as I used to. My apologies, as much as I used to. It I'd say it's just because we're getting older and we have other things to focus on, whether that's family, relationships, or actual in-person things like a job, or you're learning a new skill like playing guitar or playing drums or anything. But I don't really have too many things to focus on. Like I said in the last video, I do skateboard and I'm already pretty decent at that, but skateboarding doesn't take up too much of my time. It takes up maybe a few hours of my day, but I can also afford that time. I've never had to actually stop playing video games completely. I've only had to actually like stop playing video games for maybe a day to focus on something. I've never had to not play them for like a week or anything like that. Um, I have I have also noticed that when you solo queue or when you play by yourself, you can have a fun time. Don't get me wrong. But for me, anytime I solo queue in an online game, I kind of get this sadness feeling. Like, wow, I don't have friends to play with. I have friends, but none of them want to play with me, and I can't figure out why that is. Excuse me again. Wow, I'm coughing a lot tonight. Um, and I think it kind of sucks because if you go back and look at it, you were in middle school, or even before then, middle school, or even after. You could be in high school and still be playing with your friends. I don't know. And if you are, I'm very happy for you. But for me, I've noticed specifically that everyone is just kind of not playing with, again, playing with friends. And I can't figure out as to why. And I don't think I'll ever figure out why. I wish we could go back to where we play with friends, and I wish we could go back to where we're having a great time all night again, but I don't think that'll happen. Sure, occasionally, we may all hop on, we may all talk again for maybe a couple of hours, but those couple of hours go by really fast when you're having fun, and it kind of sucks. You know, you want to spend all night with them, you want to talk as much as you can with them if we have to get off, but you can't because maybe you have stuff to do tomorrow. Maybe You individually can, but they can't. They got stuff to do tomorrow. They got a job to go to. They have a science test they have to do tomorrow. They got to study, or they said they go to a friend's house tomorrow, or a birthday party, or something. They have something to do tomorrow. And it confuses you. You're like, well, maybe not confuses. Confuses is the wrong word. It, it kind of confuses you, but it also kind of doesn't. Well, why did they accept that birthday invitation? Well, maybe because it's a good friend. I I am always down to play with any of my online friends or in person friends, right? But but anytime I try, they always say, "Oh, I'm busy," or "Oh, I can't today, man. Sorry." And that's fine. I don't get mad. But I do I do get a little not annoyed, not again, not mad, not annoyed, not sad. I get a little like I don't know the name of the feeling, but I'm like, man, that sucks, but I wish I could hop on. I guess like a nostalgic feeling of of when I would be on with all my friends. I get this feeling, and it really makes me go down memory lane of when I'd laugh and have a great time with all my friends. Um, and I hope, I just hope for every single one of you watching this that you still play with your friends, and even if you don't, that's fine. As I said, you can have fun playing by yourself any day, all day. But I don't recommend solo queue. I've heard bad things about it. But if you want to take your chances, be my guest. Um, I guess, yeah, I guess the main topic of this video was video games and why we kind of quit playing with friends. Um, Again, I can't properly answer that question, and I probably never will be able to answer that question. It's not a very complicated question when you just ask it. Why did we stop playing video games with friends? Well, because we have a life now. But I feel like there's a deeper meaning to it than just that. I feel like there's a whole new meaning of, well, stuff's changing. Not just us, but the world around us. It's all changing. And it's all going to change. No matter what. It'll always be changing. We're what? Let me check now. We're 12 days into 2026. And I mean, we're growing up. I mean, I'm going to be 18 in 4 months. I mean, I'm going to be an adult, and that's crazy to say. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this little rant about video games. I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. I hope you keep coming back. I hope you enjoyed as much as I enjoy it. I love just ranting. I love ranting to everyone. If you do enjoy, make sure to keep coming back. Comment any questions you have below. And this has been Tim Talks, guys. Have a good night.